Today on HandyDadTV, we're going to be talking about live streaming on Facebook and making it look and sound professional. Coming up. Welcome to HandyDadTV. I'm Chris Heider, your virtual dad in the cloud, and today I'm wearing tie-dye because it's the motif that we use with this charity that I'm involved in called Foodstock. And it's a big annual food drive that we run here in Freehold, New Jersey, and you'll find me there every year. We've had it for 8 years already, and this year we collected 53,000 pounds of food. We filled up a tractor trailer and brought it to one of the local food pantries here, and it's just an awesome event, and that's what I'm involved in. But this year was the first time we ever decided to use Facebook Live. Now, if you've never done Facebook Live, it's pretty trivial. You just use either your private account or you can use a page, and you use your iPhone or Android or whatever, use the Facebook app, and you click live. And you can go live anywhere as long as you've got a cell signal. So it was great for this event. Video quality is not the best because it's low resolution, because it's live streaming, but you know what? It's the best you're going to get at this point in time. So there were two aspects that I really wanted to share with you today that made it very professional looking and sounding, because those things are very important. Audio is as important as video, and I've learned that on YouTube. People will flame you if they can't hear you very well. So the first thing that I had was this little stabilizer called the Smooth. And forget the add-on below, but the Smooth itself is a really interesting stabilizer that I found on Indiegogo or something like that. It was one of those, crowdfunding type of things. And it just does really, out of its default mode, it just does really gentle panning and tilting. And that's the mode that I use it in. It's got other modes that it runs in, and I didn't really want to make this just about the Smooth because there's other Smooth videos out there. But I got to tell you, for Facebook Live, you can't beat it. It works with a smartphone or a GoPro if you wanted to. Of course, I wanted the smartphone for Facebook Live, so I highly recommend it. And I used it pointing at myself. You could do it in selfie mode, but you could also turn the camera around. While you're live streaming, you could turn the camera around and use the front-facing camera, and that worked great too. I did several segments at the event live, and all of them were done with the Smooth except the last one. So I can use this as an example. This was the finale. We were on stage at the very end of the night, last song with the band, and I didn't have the Smooth with me. I thought I was done for the night. But I pulled my phone out, I decided to go live, and I was hand-holding it. And I was hand-holding it, to get the whole crowd in. And man, I gotta tell you, that video is awful, as you can see here. Now compare that to this, with me walking through the crowd and somebody else holding the Smooth.
Now, first and foremost, we have a fully stocked bar with separate bartenders. This is all top shelf liquor.
It looks just perfect.
If you're coming today and bringing food, you've got a lane to choose, and later it will get crowded, and these lanes do get backed up.
And this is even a clip where I was running across a parking lot because I didn't want to take up too much time on the live stream. So I ran, and this is actually running right now to get to the way station. And I got to tell you, the Smooth worked great. It's a great thing for if you're trying to not only make live video, but if you're trying to do vlogs and you want to take video of yourself.
And they get their wristbands.
I've seen videos of people that have used it in Disney World and other places. It just takes really nice video. So anyway, that's the Smooth, and that thing is about $199 for the Smooth Pro. And there's a regular Smooth and a Smooth Pro. The Pro is better. It's a little more money. But the Pro is better, and it also works with a GoPro. So I highly recommend it. Check it out. There's a link in the description. So let's talk about audio next. So this is what I came up with for audio. And it's a really cool acrylic flag. They call it a mic flag. I got the triangular one. You can also get them square. And I just printed out my own Foodstock Live logo. Of course, borrowing from the Facebook Live motif. Same colors and same everything. But anyway, That just slid over a normal microphone that has a windscreen on it. The windscreen is, obviously we were going to be outside, it's a live event. I wanted to make sure that if it was windy it wasn't getting into the microphone. So these are just cheap things that go over a regular, this is a Shure SM48 vocal microphone, and it picks up directly in front. So what's good about that is you can talk and it doesn't pick up all the noise around at the event. So that was important to me. And this is just connected via a regular XLR microphone cable. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, now how do you get a microphone cable into your phone? That's where the magic happens. Now, if I was willing to be tethered, I could just use this device called a Saramonic Smart Rig. That's this thing here. It has an XLR on the one side, and it has a connector on the other that plugs right into an iPhone or an Android. But of course, I had, because I'm a YouTuber, I had the Rode Wireless Filmmakers Kit. That's what comes with this. This is the receiver and this is the transmitter. So let's talk about these really quick, one at a time. So this is the receiver. The sound comes out of here and goes into the camera, but I had to adapt it because I'll show you why. So the sound coming out of here comes into a TRS connector, which is meant to go on a microphone input on a camera, a digital camera. Your phone won't work that way. This is like headphones, but if you plug it in there, it's not going to pick it up as a microphone. So it needs one of these TRRS, which stands for tip, ring, ring, shank. That's what that stands for. So this is TRS, TRRS. I don't know if you can see the difference there, but it's got an extra ring in the middle there. So anyway, this is a little adapter that came with this lapel microphone. It's actually an Audio Technica, really inexpensive, like a $25 lapel microphone that I'm using right now. Normally I will use the Rode system because it's superior, and obviously I'm not tethered. Right now I'm sitting still and I am tethered, it's fine, but normally I don't want to be tethered. But that's where I got this from. So that is the receiver side of things, getting into the camera. That works well. On the transmitter side, I have this ugly looking thing that I had clipped to my belt. The XLR cable comes in from the microphone here, goes into the Smart Rig. The Smart Rig, because the Smart Rig is intended to plug into a phone, it has a TRRS connector on it. That, like I said, works with phones, but it wouldn't work here. This requires a TRS. You confused yet? Yeah, you might have to watch this back if you really ever want to do something like this. But anyway, and I was trying to do this with components that I had, so I didn't have to go out and buy anything for this event. So there may be other options out there. But anyway, that plugs in there. This is just a little adapter cable that says take a TRRS and bring out the microphone side of it. And that's what goes in here. So that's that little setup there. This does have a gain knob on it that I put tape over so that it didn't move while I was at the event. This also does support, and the Saramonic Smart Rig is only about $30. It supports regular XLR, which is what this is, but it also supports phantom power if you're going to use it with something that, you know, condenser microphone. So that thing's pretty cool for 30 bucks. The wireless Filmmaker Kit is really pretty expensive. That's $3.99. But it's worth it if you're going to make videos, especially if you're a DIYer where you're going to work with your hands and move all over a shop. It's definitely worth it to not have to be tethered, and it works better than any other solution that I've ever seen, as long as you're the only one talking. So here I've got the whole setup. I could either hold the camera myself and talk like this, or I could give the camera to somebody else and they could turn and follow me all over the place. And I was free to talk into it. I was free to interview people, and it worked out really well. If you want to get professional results at an event using Facebook Live, first and foremost, I would say the Smooth Pro for the picture can't be beat. That would be the first thing that I put the money in, and it's not so bad. It's $199, And I got to tell you, this has so many uses for me. And I only have an iPhone 6s. I'm going to upgrade to the iPhone 8, and the cameras front facing and back are much better on it, so it'll only get better over time, but the Smooth is just awesome. So if budget is a concern for you and you don't want to spend the money on a wireless system, you could go with something like this. This is a shotgun microphone. This is the Rode Videomicro Pro. Now, this costs about $250. Shotgun means it's collecting the sound directly in front of it. So the good thing about that is you could point it wherever the action is taking place, and that's what it's picking up at the time. Much better audio than what you're going to get with your camera. You could also go for the Rode Videomicro, which is about $59. It's same concept, a shotgun microphone, but that one is not powered, whereas this one is. This has better quality output. For live, it might not make that much difference. So you want the cheapest option, I would go for the Smooth Pro and the cheaper Rode microphone. I'm going to put all these links down in the video description, but that's what I would suggest. Now, the problem for me, why I didn't want to use that, is because if I wanted to talk from behind the camera, where's the microphone pointing? Away from me. So I didn't want to have to turn this around to do selfie mode, right? So that's why I wanted to go with something with another microphone. But this might work for you too, if this is what you're looking for. Those are my tips and tricks on how I got professional looking Facebook Live video at an event this weekend. So hopefully you found it enjoyable. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Visit my website, HandyDadTV, for more great ideas and information. Be sure to subscribe to be the first to know when new videos are posted.